Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing extremely good. So first of all, for the newcomers, a little bit about me. I'm from down south, a former cricket player, and currently working as a coach for under 19 cricket students, and having 25 plus years of experience in cricket and cricket related stuffs, and more than 15 plus years of experience in cricket analysis and predictions. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. Again, in this channel you can find all type of predictions and cricket related stuffs and player potential, player capability, and individual players analysis, something kind of things. So let's do the analysis of tomorrow's match. So I'm doing the analysis today itself. Tomorrow's match, that is KKR versus Lucknow Super Giants. So tomorrow there's bilateral match. So let's do the analysis of first match, that is KKR versus Lucknow Super Giants. Okay. So here I have created some 10 teams for you, some different scenarios for you, and again it is exclusively free for you. And you'll find that any one team, or with respect to the scenarios as well as player capability, player potentiality, as well as the scenarios, it will repeat as it is in your final DT, and that's what the perfection of this particular channel's analysis. Okay, so let's do the analysis. So first of all, a little bit about the pitch report. So it is, Ekana Stadium, that is Eden Garden, Kolkata. So first and foremost thing, this is somewhat home ground for Kolkata, but again that's not a matter here since this is IPL, and again most of players are the one who is going to turn the match are mostly from other states, or even some are even other country itself, right? So that's not a matter here. Again, let's do the analysis based on all these factors. Okay, so coming to the pitch report, as I told that it is Eden Gardens. Let me tell you one thing. Generally, Eden Gardens, this stadium is perfect for batting. Okay, so tomorrow, if there is chances where KKR wins the toss or tosses first, there are high chances that they'll go for batting only. Okay, because Kolkata's batting lineup is somewhat, no need to mention, right? You all know that there is a dashing player opener who is going and building a very good innings, something like that. But again, there is chances, and there are chances where they can be restricted to even one below 140. We have seen that in last match versus CSK. Fine. So tomorrow, that is what some of the advantages for the one who tosses first and bats first. Okay, so let's do the analysis in that line itself. Okay, so here first and foremost thing, I'm just considering here uh, favoring situations with respect to KKR. Okay, what if not only KKR, any team whoever tosses here first, definitely I hope that they'll go for batting only, because it's a very good batting pitch, and of course it is defendable. Okay, in this ground it is defendable, especially with respect to batting lineup of both KKR as well as Lucknow Super Giants. But there is one thing which we should consider, that is Lucknow Super Giants is lacking with a perfect bowling lineup. Okay, the bowlers which they are having now, I think they are worst performers. Okay, except one or two emerging players, especially Mayank Yadav. Rest all are, I think, it is not up to the mark, even with respect to their experiences. Fine, let's do the analysis here. So with respect to wicket keeper section, so before that, so this is the scenario. What if KKR tosses first, okay, and opt to bat first? Okay, take KKR tossing first and opt to bat first. So in this case, with respect to wicket keeper section, so let me tell you one thing. People will go for choosing KL Rahul as the captain. Okay, and you can see the selection percentage is also maximum. But let me tell you one thing. To be frank, to be open here, let me tell you one thing, that there is one particular bowler, Yorker specialist, that is Mitchell Stark. Okay, I think I no need to explain anything about this particular player. Okay, and you may surprise and you may have one question, why he is not getting some of the wickets. He's not even single wicket in most of matches, and that's where most of the players knows that he is a destructive opening bowler and try to defend as much as possible, just like the people are doing against Bumrah. Okay, just like people are doing against Trent Bolt, just like people were kept on doing against Brett Lee. Okay, then so that's what the problem is happening here. But again, there is a chances that Mitchell Stark may get early strike by taking the wicket of KL Rahul. Okay, the reason is just simple. KL Rahul is weakness is where there is lengthy Yorkers. Okay, with respect to length of Yorker, If it is inner Yorker, okay, with short length, there are high chances that KL Rahul will go for clean bolt or it will be LBW. Okay, so this is one consideration that we should consider with respect to KL Rahul as well as Mitchell Stark. Okay, if since there's chances that KL Rahul may not get early overs of I mean Mitchell Stark, there are chances for that. If that is the case, if KL Rahul is able to withstand or able to defend the early 2 overs of Mitchell Stark, I mean attack from Mitchell Stark, then definitely of course he can be a very good choice to be included in the team. Okay, so that is one consideration that we should consider here. Again, let me tell you openly and clearly, if it is KKR tossing first, mark my words, any one between the KL Rahul as well as Quinton de Kock, any one will flop, utter flop. This is my words, mark my words. Okay, and most probably it will be for Mitchell Stark only. Mitchell Stark only, the one who is going to take the wicket of either KL Rahul or Quinton de Kock. If it is a case where KKR tossing first and opening and opting to bat first, in either cases you can consider that. Okay, but there's one consideration, so one condition that KKR should be the tossing team. Okay, so that is one capability or player potential analysis with respect to KL Rahul as well as Quinton de Kock. But I feel tomorrow, I think that's so strongly that I feel that there are chances that Quinton de Kock, I think, may go for early. I mean, lose his wicket early. There are chances for that Mitchell Stark may get early wicket. Okay, so again, because the fact is, since KL Rahul is doing the wicket keeping as well, so there are chances that some of the points he may get there, especially the bowling of Ravi Bishnoi. Okay, there are chances for stump, or there are chances for keeper catch. So that is one consideration. I'm just going for KL Rahul. Fine. Otherwise, let me tell you, to be frank, any one between Quinton de Kock or KL Rahul, if it is KKR tossing first, definitely anyone will lose his wicket early, and most probably if it is, the way that it is Mitchell Stark's, Yorker, length of Yorker that works perfectly, then definitely Mitchell Stark will get the wicket of KL Rahul itself. Okay, and there are even chances that Mitchell Stark may get the wicket of both of these players. Okay, so again, the condition for this is just simple that if it is the case where KKR tossing first. Fine. As of now, I'm just keeping KL Rahul in my team. Fine. Coming to Nicholas Purin, let me tell you one thing. I think last match, again, big flop. He was not there in DT itself, but tomorrow's match it won't be the case. Mark my words. Okay, tomorrow's match that won't be the case, and there are some of the scenarios where you can even go for him as your vice captain. Okay, there are chances for that. So that is one consideration with respect to Nicholas Purim. Fine. Again, the case of Philip Salt. So let me tell you one thing. I think tomorrow's match he won't flop. Hoping so. Utter flop, I think that won't happen because of fact that one consideration, just straightforward consideration, that Lucknow's team. Just tell me, is there any player who is world class bowlers? Just like Bumrah, just like Mitchell Stark, just like Trent Bolt? No, no one. Again, the case of Yash Thakur as well as Mayank Yadav. As of now, Mayank Yadav's fitness is not at fix. I mean, not at, we didn't got any news regarding that whether he will be there in the team tomorrow in the playing 11 or not. But I think most probably there are chances that he may come back to the team tomorrow. Okay, in that line, of course, you can go for him. Again, there are chances that in an early power play or if he's not bowling early power play, I mean bowling overs, then there are chances that I think he may not get early wicket, and there are chances that he may end up at 1 or 2 wickets. Okay, and that is one consideration. I think there's high chances that should be high emphasis should be given to Mayank Yadav by giving him as the opening bowler itself. Okay, that is one problem, that is what happening here. Fine. So that is one consideration. So here I'm just including Philip Salt because, as I told, that there's no any other bowlers who can take the opening pair of KKR so easily. Again, I'm not considering the case of the dashing dangerous distracting player. Again, I'm calling him as he's not a classical player. He's not a technical player. Again, because the reason is just simple. Anytime he may lose his wicket to any other bowlers. Okay, mark my words. Anytime he may lose his wicket to any bowler, but I think most probably it won't happen to Pacers because for Pacers I think he is bashing, right. I think banging to elsewhere anywhere to six, something like that. So Again, that is one consideration, but fine. As of now, I'm just keeping here Philip Salt because of the reason just simple that there are chances that I think hope that he will build a very good early innings, and I think tomorrow's match, if this is KKR tossing up, I don't think so that there are chances that he will lose his wicket early. Fine. Coming to batsman sections, I'm just keeping Shreyas Iyer and Raghuvanshi. Once again, I'm saying that between both the Iyers, any one Iyer will go. Okay, another one. There are chances either he may not get chance. Okay, if it is, I mean, if there is chance that he will get the chance, then there are chances that both Iyers will go. Okay, you can include both Iyers, but there are chances that any one Iyer won't get the batting order itself because of fact is just straightforward, just simple that since if the early partnership of Sunil Narine as well as Philip Salt goes for some 50 to 60 plus, and afterwards I think Ankrish Raghuvanshi will come again. The partnership will goes for some 80 to 90 range, something like that, say something like that, and afterwards say I think Shreyas Iyer will come. Okay, and by that time, mark my words, I think even if score crosses 100, something like that, I think by that time, I think the first 10 overs or 12 overs will be over, right? After that, I think there's chances that Russell will come. Okay, Russell will straight away will come, and we'll try for going for some very big, okay, to take the score some more than what expected or projected score. Okay, increasing the margin of for the target. So if that is the case, okay, then there is a chances that Venkatesh Iyer may not get the batting option itself because there is one more person who is also a finisher, that is Rinku Singh. Okay, so only possibility is that their KKR should lose their wicket early. Okay, especially the case of Sunil Narine. Okay, and I don't think so that will happen in tomorrow's match if it is KKR tossing first. Okay, so in that sense, I'm not including Venkatesh Iyer or even Rinku Singh. Okay, fine. Again, you can go for Rinku Singh. That's fine. But even if you are including Rinku Singh, then of course please do exclude Shreyas Iyer. Okay, because I hope that uh, don't expect that KKR will lose their wicket so easily, even though there is Sunil Narine. Fine. Um, so as of now, I'm just giving this is back to Shreyas Iyer. Fine. So coming to Aish Baduni's case, I don't think so that last match, that 55 runs, anything like that will continue in this match because there are some of the bowlers who can easily take up the wicket of Aish Baduni. Okay, so that is one thing which we want to consider here. Fine. Coming to Dev Dutt Padikkal, let me tell you openly. Okay, if Mitchell Stark strikes early wicket of KL Rahul or Quinton de Kock, I think Devdutt Padikkal will also follow up there. Okay, will Devdutt Padikkal also follow up them by losing his wicket early. Okay, that's what the Devdutt Padikkal's a psychological factor as well as potential is what, and especially again there's one more an advantage for Mitchell Stark that he's also lefty. Okay, so both of this lefty Devdutt Padikkal as well as Quinton de Kock are very dangerous for tomorrow's match for LK. I mean Lucknow Super Giants that because of them I think they will lose their early 2 or 3 wickets. So that is what one two things that we should consider, that two players with respect to Devdutt Padikkal as well as Quentin de Kock. Fine. As of now, I'm not going for any of the players. But again, the case of Deepak Huda, if he plays tomorrow's match, I may. I think if that is the case, then I will include him because of the reason that if that is the case, if he plays tomorrow's match, then definitely he will be the NDT. Mark my words. Okay, because that's what the psychological factors as well as capability as well as potentiality of this particular player. Fine. I don't think so any other player will be given chances here. Okay, uh, fine. Coming to all-rounder sections, again, there's the case of I think Aston Turner. I think this is one of the particular player. Um, you know, in Big Bash League, Aston Turner has been a very good, all-rounder. I have seen that he is giving all-rounder performance there itself, but I don't know why LKN is not using him in this particular critical situations instead of Deepak Huda or Ash Baduni, or even as the middle order, that is Marcos Stoinis, because since Marcos Stoinis is not getting overs, if that is the case, then if he won't go for up some 20 to 30 plus runs from his bat, then I think it is a waste of kind of including him. So that is one consideration that they should do. Okay, but again, I think management decision is something which is else. Fine. Fine. Coming to all-rounder sections. Yes, Sunil Narine. Let me tell you once again. I'm just saying strictly once again that he cannot be classical player. He is not a tactical player. Okay, but he is a very dangerous, distracting player. So that's where we want to consider one thing that there is high chances that he may once again go for that monstrous. You know he may take that monstrous form once again, just like last match, right? 87 runs, something like 89 runs, something like that. I think seven sixes. I think there are chances for that even in this match because there is no any other bowlers who is capable to take his wicket very so early and so easily. Okay, except the case of Ravi Bishnoi. Again, the case of Krunal Pandya. And again, there is one chances that where Sunil Narayan's wicket could be easily taken. That is the case where Marco Stoinis should bowl. Okay, because he is one such bowler, one such all-rounder who can easily take the wicket off dashing openers like Sunil Narine. Okay, but the fact is that there is where the problem lies with the captaincy as well as management of LKN itself, that they are not giving Marcus Stoinis overs itself. So fine. Whatever that. So let me tell you one thing. Sunil Narine will go for something very big if it is KKR tossing up and again where they are going for batting first. Fine. So that's where you should choose him. You should include him in the team because you can see that even selection percent is also 95, more than 95%. And again, there's one more advantage in choosing him, that I think in bowling he will do his complete 4 overs, but don't expect much because it's not a very good, perfect in a spinning pitch. But again, there's somewhere you can expect some 2 3 wickets even for Sunil Narine as well because of his experience. Fine. Again, the case of Andre Russell, let me tell you one thing, to be frank. If it is KKR is not bowling first, I mean, if KKR is batting first, then I think you cannot say that you can include, I mean, Andre Russell as captain or vice captain unless KKR loses their wicket early. Because of the fact, just simple, that he won't bowl more than 1 or 2 overs. That's the biggest problem now. So if that is the case, and of course, I think he comes at, I think, more than below sixth order, something like that. I think six down, seven down, something like that, which is I think absolutely useless in this format, in this cricket format. So that's the reason. Even if you are including, I think if it is KKR batting first, I mean if it is KKR tossing up and batting first, and expecting, considering that Sunil Narine as well as Philip Salt as well as Ankrish Raghuvanshi some partnership, I think you can even there are chances that even you can exclude Andrew Russell from your team. Fine. Again, if you're including him, of course, please, in this scenario, please don't go for him, making him as your captain or vice captain, because there are chances that he may not get, more than 1 or 2 overs, and there are chances even he may, uh, you know, won't bowl not even single over as well. So that is one thing which we want to consider here. Fine. So that's the reason I'm just excluding him from my team. Fine. Here, Marcus Stoinis, of course. The case of Marcus Twain, I think I don't know what the hell captaincy that LKN is doing. That such a very good all-rounder from Australia have already shown what is his, I mean, proved his potential as well, capability as well. But I think it is very, I think, bad captaincy that from LKN team, that I mean, especially from I mean Rahul, that not giving over for Marcus Twain, such a experienced player. I think if he would have given some 3 or 4 overs, I think he would be a very good choice for making. I mean, like we fantasy players making him as captain. At the same time, he will take at least 2 or 3 wickets. Fine, but let's include him because of his batting, something like that. Considerations. Krunal Pandya. Let me tell you one thing. There are some of the situations where you can even go for making him as the captain. Okay, because I think spin will also work here with respect to the middle order batsmen, since he comes after the I think power play, end of the power play. So there are chances that he may get at least 2 or 3 wicket, especially if it is LKN tossing up. Again, in this case, you can just include him. That's it, not nothing much. Okay. Again, there are some of the players. Krishnappa Gautam, I think LKN can include him. This particular player, because we have seen that in Karnataka Ranji that he is taking, I mean, giving a very good all-rounder performance. I don't know what the hell LKN is doing that, not including such a very good all-rounders. Fine, whatever that it, we coming to baller sections. Yash Thakur, last match, awesome. I think last match, awesome, 5 wickets. Last match again, 2 wickets. In this match again, I think if he comes, I mean, if he opens bowling at the early power play itself. I think early 2 overs or 3 overs of Yash Thakur, you can't expect that getting some wickets. If Sunil Narine as well as Philip Salt's partnership that goes for something big. In a sense, in the fifth or sixth over itself, they'll cross some 50 plus. That's what the capability of Sunil Narine, right? If that is the case, you are including Yash Thakur, he will finish up, I think, there itself his 2 or 3 overs. If that is the case, I think even if you're including him, please don't go for making him as CVC. That won't benefit you. Okay, fine. Let's see the choice here. As of now, I'm just excluding him from my team. Let's see in the further scenarios. So Mitchell Stark, the man of distractions, the man of Yorker, the king of Yorker, and of course, there's a high chances that his Yorker may take the wicket of KL or uh, Quentin de Kock, anyone for sure in the early first over of this particular player itself. Okay, fine. Coming to Ravi Vishnoi, I'm expecting that a well-settled Sunil Narek could lose his wicket for the wicket of could lose his wicket only for Ravi Vishnoi. So this is one possibility. Okay, most probably it will be catch. Okay, and if that is the case, I think it will be by the end of or middle of power play, right? So that is one consideration where you can include Ravi Vishnoi. Fine. Coming to Navin Ulak, please don't expect something like very big from him, because I don't think so that is possible in tomorrow's match, even though he's a very good bowler. Even if you are including him, I think you can expect in this particular scenario, you can expect more, at most one or two wickets. I think at most one wicket, so that's the reason by that I think he would have consumed more runs as well. So that's the reason I'm not including him in my team. Fine, let's go for some other players. Coming to Vaibo Arode, you can include him in the team, but since this is the case where KKR is batting first, so in bowling second, there are high chances that Varun Chakravarti will get at least 2 or 3 wickets. Okay. Again, in the case of Mayank Yadav, if he plays, as of now, it's not fixed, right? Whether he will be there in team or not, because we didn't got any update from, regarding his fitness. Again, if he plays, then definitely I'll include him in the team, because of reason just simple that he will take at least 2 wickets. That's for sure. Fine. So as of now, I'm just giving this is back to KL Rahul. Coming to CVC selections. So again, best ever best captaincy that you can go for, of course, it is Sunil Narine, because once again, let me tell you one thing. To be frank, again, if you are excluding Sunil Narine from your captaincy as well as vice captaincy choices, but in small leagues, please don't exclude him from your team itself. Okay, the reason is just simple. The selection percentage is it is above 95 percentage. By tomorrow after the toss, it may reduce to some 91 92 percentage, something like that. But you can see here captaincy selection percentage is above 50 percentage, and by tomorrow after the toss it may reduce up to 40 or even below 40 percentage, some but more than 35 plus percentage, something like that. But the biggest disadvantage here is if we are excluding him from our team, say something that he has faced 20 balls, something like that, he has scored some 40 runs, because that's what the capability of Sunil Narine, right? Dashing opener. If that is the case, then definitely we will suffer there, because we will lose the investment itself. So that is one problem with respect to this particular players, as well as with respect to with this particular scenarios. So but whatever that, let's include him here in this team. But again, I'll go for him as my captain, because tomorrow I'm expecting something big, because of just simple that in the LKN opposite LKN team, I don't find any bowlers who is capable to take his wicket early. Okay, again, there is Yash Thakur's one bowling approach, and because since he is a new bowler for Sunil Narine, but again, that doesn't mean that he will get his wicket, Sunil Narine's wicket, so easily. Okay, fine. Most probably the cash out, that is only possibility. But again, I hope that it will be the case for Ravi Bishnoi, where he will take the wicket early. Easily. Fine. So here I'm just keeping Sunil Narine as my captain. Okay. With respect to VC, you can go for, I think the best choices, you can go for Ravi Bishnoi as your vice captain. Fine. Again, captaincy choices here. I think except Sunil Narine, you can go for Krunal Pandya, expecting that tomorrow's match there's high chances that he will get the batting chances, and he will score some 40 plus runs. That's for sure, and he will take some 2 wickets or at most some 3 wickets somewhere. If it is possible, then there's a high chances that he could be a very good choice for making him as the captain. But fine, as of now, I'm just giving this is back to Sunil Narine. Again, one more captaincy choices you can go for I think Nicholas Puran, because of fact that just simple that Nicholas Puran, I think one of the perfect hitter, right? And there are high chances if he faces some 30 balls, something like that in middle order, because there are high chances that Lucknow will lose their wicket early if Mitchell Stark strikes early. If that is the case, there are chances that you'll see that Nicholas Puran scoring some 65 plus runs, and if it is 65, then definitely it will include at least 4, 5 sixes. If that is the case, then there are chances that he could be a very good choice for making him as captain in small leagues and vice captain in grand leagues. Okay, so again, please don't go for making KL Rahul as your captain, because I don't think so that he is in very good form to make him as a captain. But again, definitely you can try him as VC. But again, I think tomorrow's match, as I told, that between KL as well as Quinton de Kock, there are high chances any one will flop early at the flop. So keep that in your mind if this is the scenario where KKR tossing up. Fine. Again, the case of Shreyas Iyer, I don't think so that he can be a very good choice to make him as captain, because if the early partnership of Sunil Narine as well as Philip Salt goes for something very big, as I told in previous team, and again in one at in at one there will be Raghuvanshi. He will also give say something somewhere he will also go for some very good partnership with Sunil, and then I don't think so that there is chances that Shreyas Iyer will come out early, or even if he comes out at one down, sorry, two down, something like that. I don't expect that he to be a very good choice for making him as captain or vice captain. So that's one consideration. So as of now, I'm just giving this is back to Sunil Narine. Again, with respect to VC, you can go for trying, Marcus Stoinis as your VC, because the one thing that we should consider, we can't expect at what level, at what situation of match this guy is going for something very huge by bowling as well. So okay, so this is one thing that we should consider. Again, you can go for Krunal Pandya, as I told you. The reason that just simple. Again, you can go for Varun Chakravarti, since this is a case where KK is batting first, in a sense, bowling second. So there are high chances that in bowling second, Varun Chakravarti will may take some 3 or 4 wickets, because as I told that this is a very good defendable pitch. Okay, but I don't think so that the Mr. Stark can be a very good choice for making him as the CVC. But again, you can try VC. Again, let me tell you one thing, that yes, it is risky. Okay, fine. As of now, I'm just giving vice captain to Nicholas Puran, expecting that a very good, at least some 50 plus runs from him. At the same time, captaincy to Sunil Narine, expecting that he will take at least 1 wicket or at most 2 wickets. But in batting, I think he will score some 40 plus runs. I'm just expecting this scenario. So let's say this team is about, yes. So this is what my team is about. If the case where KKR tosses first and opt to batting first, you can see that I have kept here Sunil Narine as my captain, as well as Nicholas Moran as my vice captain. Fine. So what about second scenario? So this is what my second scenario. What if KKR tosses first and opt to bowling first? Okay. Here as well, I have kept Solinare as my captain. Again, let me tell you one thing, to be frank, he will complete bowling full 4 overs, and there are high chances that he will take at least 1 or 2 wickets. Even though this is not a perfect spin pitch, but there are chances that perfect spinners will get, absolute experienced spinners will get at least 2 or 3 wickets. So, considering that, I'm just kept here. Sunil Narine has my captain here. In retaliations with respect to batting, I hope that he will give there as well points. So again, you can see that here I have kept here under Russell, expecting that he will bowl, since this is the case where KKR bowling first. I'm expecting some at least 2 overs from him, and if that is the case, if he takes 1 or 2 wickets, then definitely he'll be there in D team. Okay, again I have kept here Krunal Pandya as my vice captain. Again, this is very differential pick, because you can go and check the vice captain selection percentage of Krunal Pandya is even less than 1.3 percentage, but I have kept him because that's what the player potentiality and player capability says. And if that is the case, there are chances that he will score some 40 plus runs, and if he takes 1 or 2 wickets, then it's going to be a very good choice for making him as vice captain. Okay, and so this is what my team. So coming to the next set of analysis, what if LKN, Lucknow Super Chains, tosses first and opt to, you know, batting first. So here, when you're considering batting first, so as I told that, there are chances that any one of Quinton de Kock as well as KL Rahul will lose their wicket early for Mitchell Stark. And that is the scenario only when KKR tossing first. If it is not the case, then definitely you can include them, because in that case, please don't include Mitchell Stark. Exclude him. I think there are chances that he may go for wicketless, or even if he takes one wicket, I think he will consume some more runs. So that is the reason here I have kept Quinton de Kock as my vice captain, expecting some at least some 70 plus runs from him. At the same time, you can see here I have kept Andre Russell as my captain, expecting that he will get batting chances as well as he will score some 40 plus runs. That will include some at least three sixes. Okay, and of course he will bowl some full 2 or 3 overs and he'll get at least some 2 or 3 wickets. Okay, at the same time, you can see here that I have included Mayank Yadav and Ravi Vishnu has my prominent bowlers along with Krunal Pandya. And at the same time, I'm expecting Marcus Stoinis that he will also bowl at least 1 or 2 overs. Okay, so this is what my team is about. If it is a case where Lucknow Super Giants tosses first and opt to batting first, fine. So what if Lucknow Super Giants, tosses first and opt to ball first? Okay, that is batting first. This is ball first. So here you can see that one differential pick. You may wonder that why I have kept here Krunal Pandya as my captain. I have kept Krunal Pandya as my captain because I feel very strongly that there will be very good opening partnership between KL as well as Quinton de Kock. But after that, Devdutt will lose his wicket very early. Okay, and again the case of Marcus Stoinis, uh, after some 20 to 30 runs, he will also lose his wicket early. Okay, again the case of Ash Badoni. If that is the case, even if it is the case where Deepak Huda plays, okay, if that is the case, in a sense, I'm just giving you one instance that what if opening partnership is perfect, some 50 plus partnership, but after that middle order completely flops. In that cases, I hope that Krunal Pandya will take up the batting to some extent so that he will score some 40 plus runs, and in return if he takes some 2 3 wickets, at least 2 wickets, then there are high chances that he could be a very good choice to make him as the captain. Okay, here you can see that I have kept once again Nicholas Pura as my vice captain, expecting some, as I told, that some 50 plus runs from him, so that it could be a very good choice to include him in the team as vice captain. So next, let's apply one-to-one. So I'm just applying pure one-to-one technology with respect to the KKR's batting first scenario. So here you can see that I have kept Sunil Narine as my captain as well as Varun Chakravarti as my vice captain. So this is very differential pick with respect to vice captain. But let me tell you one thing: this is pure one-to-one. So with respect to KKR's side, and where KKR is tossing up and choosing to batting first, and there are high chances that this scenario will repeat in the final DT. Okay, here differential pick that you can see that Yash Thakur as well as Mayank Yadav, and again here expectation is with respect to this particular two ballers is only at the death overs. Okay, fine. So let's go for next set of analysis, applying pure one-to-one with respect to LKN team. Okay, Lucknow Super Giants. So here you can see that I have kept Quinton de Kock as my captain as well as Nicholas Pura as my vice captain. At the same time, you can see here Mitchell Stark has one of the bowler from KKR. You may wonder that the reason is just simple that here I'm expecting that LKN team will go for some huge margin of score, and in the death over there are chances that Mitchell Stark will get 1 or 2 wickets so that he'll be there in DT. Okay, and again differential pick, you can see that Vaibhav Arora, I'm expecting that at least 1 or 2 wickets he will get so that he will be there in DT. Again the case of Naveen ul Haq, expecting that at least 1 or 2 wickets so that he'll be there in DT. At the same time, you can see that it is full paradigm of wicket keepers. Okay, at the same time, by applying one-to-one pure one-to-one technology towards the LKN team, towards their batting first scenario. Okay, so again let's go for next set of team. This is, I'm just applying you know reverse one-to-one. Okay, just applying reverse one-to-one with respect to Sunil Narine as well as KL Rahul. So this is the scenario, again just simple. This is the case. Here I'm not expecting Sunil Narine's batting which is crossing some 50 plus runs, something like that, but I'm expecting at least 1 or 2 wickets from him, because considering this is a very good considerable balanced pitch with respect to a spin track. Okay, so that is the consideration here. So that's the reason I've just kept here Sunil Narine as my captain. At the same time, here I kept here vice captain as my KL Rahul as vice captain. Okay, again here this can be applied in both the cases. Again, one differential pitch pick here, you can see that Deepak Huda. Okay, if he plays, then definitely, as I told, that I will include him in my team because there are high chances that he will be there in final TG. Okay, so this is the case where if it is I'm just applying one-to-one reverse one-to-one with respect to Sunil Narine as well as KL Rahul's case. Okay, so let's go for next set of analysis. So this is team 8th. So here it is totally bituminous. Okay, with respect to middle order. total bituminous with respect to middle order. So applying bituminous technology, I'm just finding here my captain as Marcos Stoinis. Okay. Uh, Again, giving vice captains to Vibo Aurora. You may wonder, and very differential pick. Even the Vibo Aurora's vice captaincy pick, I mean, selection percentage is less than 1%, but I have kept him here as my vice captain. The reason is just simple. There are high chances that he will take at least 2 or 3 wickets. Okay, and if that is the case, there are high chances that Marquis Stoinis will also bowl in this particular match and will get at least 1 or 2 wickets if he bowls 2 overs. And he, in return, with respect to his batting, somewhere he will score some 40 plus runs. If that is the case, it could be a very good choice to make Marcos Stoinis as captain and Vibo Aurora as vice captain with respect to bituminous. So here I'm just applying, straight direct bituminous with respect to Marcus Stoinis as well as Vibo Aurora. Rest all player has it is, but you can see that there's Devdutt Padikkal. I have included him in the team. That's the reason. And of course, two of the lefty has it is Quentin de Kock as well as Devdutt Padikkal. Since I'm including two of the lefty players, I'm just excluding here Mitchell Stark, expecting that he will go for wicketless. Okay, so that is what the differential pick here is about. So let's go for next set of analysis. That is ninth team. Here once again applying a bituminous with respect to again direct bituminous because here I'm expecting that Quinton de Kock will go for something, some 80 plus runs, and Sunil Narain scoring some 50 plus runs and taking 1 wicket. If that is the case, there are high chances that this two duo, I mean, case of Quinton de Kock and Sunil Narain can be a very good choice for CVC. Again, here you can interchange these two particular players because this is pure direct bituminous, and bituminous will work with respect to reverse bituminous as well with respect to turning the order of the player as well. Okay, with respect to CVC. Again, you can see that I have kept here Vibo Aurora and all the wicket keeper sections. Again, one more chances here instead of Shreyas Iyer, even you can go for Venkatesh Iyer because in this particular scenario, there are chances that Venkatesh Iyer may get promoted and he will play, and of course, there are chances that he will be there in final DT. Okay, so that is what the scenario is about. So let's apply reverse bituminous by considering only one player by pivoting Mitchell Stark. So here I'm just focusing only towards Mitchell Stark by applying reverse bituminous around him. Okay, so if Mitchell Stark strikes early, mark my words, all the lefties will get troubled. Okay, but still I have included Nicole Sporen here because of the reason just simple that there are chances that if he gets 20 plus balls, there are chances that he will score some 30 to 40 plus runs. And at the same time, if it is the case where KKR tossing and bowling first, and in that scenario, if Mitchell Stark is striking early 2 3 wickets, then there are chances that score will be restricted to 150, below 150 or below 130, something like that. If that is the case, even if there is one particular player who scores 35 plus runs, that should be there in DT because that should be there final TT because since it is low scoring. Okay, if that is the case, so here I'm expecting that Mitchell Stark may get at least some 3 or 4 wickets. If that is the case, in return there will be low scoring target, and definitely there are chances that both openers of KKR will go for something very good partnership. And in that sense, I'm just keeping here Philip Salt as my vice captain. At the same time, I hope that after some 50 to 60 plus runs of opening partnership in return, I mean while chasing between Sunil Narine as well as Philip Salt of KKR, there are chances that Sunil Narine will go for unnecessary shots and lose his wicket. If that is the case, okay, definitely you can go for Ankrish Raghuvamshi, that's fine. At the same time, you can also include here Venkatesh Iyer instead of Shreyas Iyer. Okay, because expecting that since this is a low scoring, there are chances that on a definite target, there are chances that Venkatesh Iyer may get promoted up. Okay, so this is what one scenario, and of course you can see that here I have not included any other bowler from KKR because that is the scenario. If Mitchell Stark strikes early 3 4 wicket, and there is no need to include any other player from any other bowler from KKR because that's what the psychological factor of Mitchell Stark's bowling potential and capability. Okay, so but again I have kept here Ravi Bishnoi because expecting that he will get early break. Okay, I mean easy break of Sunil Narine as well as Philip Salt, or Sunil Narine between Raghuvanshis and Krish Raghuvanshis, the partnership. Okay, but here in this scenario, I expect that Philip Salt will go for scoring some 50 plus runs, and there are chances that he will remain as not out. Okay, that's one consideration. Again, here you can see that one differential pick, that is Deepak Huda's case. As I told that if he plays tomorrow's match, definitely please include him in the team because he will be there in final DD. Okay, so that's what this scenario is about. So hope this 10 teams will be there, I think, in your mind while creating teams, and at the same time please make sure that all the scenarios as well as player to player analysis, player to player potential analysis, player to player capability analysis, whatever that I have explained in this video with respect to different players as well as with respect to different scenarios, with respect to different situation, everything should be considered while making teams along with this 10 particular teams. Okay, definitely. Mark my words, any one team will, with respect to scenario as well as situations, with respect to player potentiality and capability, will reflect as it is in the final DT. This is my words. Thank you.